for battle.
All right, here we are with our 1v1 for Aster up against Ocean. Bkop on the Storm. ZC on the Invoker. I mean, I'm always a big fan of when we see non-mid laners play the mid, but when they're matched up against the mid, it definitely feels like it takes a lot out of it. However, Bkop, such a legend. He spends a lot of his time coming over mid. Maybe he could play the mid? I don't know his record on Storm, though, like the previous one.
Classic matchup. Storm Invoker. Can't get better than this.
30 seconds to battle.
Early on, it should be Invoker favorite, because the Invoker can kill the Storm, but Storm cannot kill the Invoker. But once you get level 6, then you can kill the Invoker. So, the story will be whether can Invoker win the game before the level 6 marker arrives.
Right now, just has Exhort.
Battle begins.
Is it going to be the Quas Exhort?
Probably. I exalt sometimes. But actually in a 1v1 lane, West Exalt might actually be better. So you have more you have the alacrity for but eventually you still need the Quas. Because I imagine you need to help you out and deny.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So we'll see how...
Invoker manages to hold the crit wave here. This could prove really, really helpful. Oh, where is the crit wave going?
So this go into the Quas level 2. We'll immediately go to grabbing a Forged Spirit. Let's see if that'll be enough to help him, regain on this CS. Because right now he's down by 2. Down by 3, really. And Bkop doing a good job so far at CSing. It's all about getting to that level 6. And we'll see what ZC can do as the lane progresses. He's going into that null talisman. A lot of the times we see in these 1v1s is just like straight up regen, but it looks like both of these players so far, at least considering the fact that I mean they've gone to a null talisman first for both of them. I'm surprised at the lack of harassment. Take out that Forged Spirit, get that extra gold. I mean, ZC
you used to be able to get
down.
the Basilisk to own the lane, but you can't do that anymore. The armor plus the regen. That's actually big enough to exalt Invoker.
So has that second level in Exhort, but for right now, Bkop, I thought he was, he's doing okay. He's at level 4.
Oh, he's outlast hitting the Invoker, right? By a huge margin. 7. I guess the deny is what gonna be matter more. Because the Invoker wants to try to kill the Storm with having a level advantage helps. Like once the Storm hits level 6, then the lane becomes a very Storm favorite.
He's closing in on that level 5, would still just be a level away from having that level 6, and now has gone a 1-1-2 route for the Invoker, the Quas Wex and Exhort, or 1 in Quas Wex and 2 in Exhort. A lot of damage being felt by ZC. Cold Snap. Bkop, tower aggro? Ooh, still survives, though. And it's got the Electric Vortex, but won't be enough to get the kill. And he says he'll be right back. Bird up. I don't know how he thought he was going to get that if he's just going to take the tower aggro there.
Well, I think he just didn't want to like run away like this. Waste a lot of time, and he needs to ferry region. I think he just wants to die and just try to do as much damage as he can. It's probably better that way. But Evoker has a half a level advantage. Those two wards are in sentry. You actually should not be allowed to buy wards.
I mean, he buys the sentry and it nets him about 42 gold. Because he got 117 from that tornado, meteor, and Bkop might be the second death. There it is. Gets outplayed by ZC. Never gets to that level 6.
Not even a GG, he just left the game. Alright, some salt. Some salt right there. Oh, that's the Sumiya combo. You know how he casts his combo? Like you use Cold Snap before your tornado. So you use Cold Snap and you land the tornado, right? And he drops down. He steals his Cold Snap and then you drop the rock. That's his combo. Everyone copies that. He's the first one that started using that combo.
I didn't know that. So, with that, ZC takes the 1v1, 2-0, and we'll be back with the actual series in just a moment. Stay right there. Aster vs. Ocean coming up next. It's a question for when we get to interview them when Ocean make it to a LAN.
So are you his true fan, Gay? Which team did he come from previously? Do you know? Don't look anywhere. Just answer the question.
I couldn't tell you. It would have to be a lower. I don't know. I could just name a bunch of teams. Max Young.
Okay, I'll give you 3 shots. No.
All right.
5 seconds remaining.
Newbie. No. I haven't seen him on like a newbie miracle or anything. FTD Club.
Alright, time's up. He's from Tai Chi Gaming.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
So once again, we see the Underlord. He's great against the Wraith King. Like Tide and Underlord both are really good against Wraith King. They're good against him in the lane. You're good against him in the game. Damage reduction, damage mitigation. You name it. And then they have Shadow Demon, Mirana, and Monkey King. 3 heroes that are active. The 3-man gang squad. Team fight, stuns, you name it, they have it. And DP is your tower damage. So all in all, a very solid draft here for Aster. Frontline, team fight, tower damage, gank, catch, all ticked. Lanes are even strong. So how does Ocean respond to this? What kind of offlaner they're gonna pick? There's a bad rider to own the game, right? Monkey King, Underlord, DP, none of those cores want to play against bad rider. Bruce Wayne is gonna give them nightmares.
If he comes up. You like to see it though.
Oh no, shit, it's banned. What am I thinking? Look, the last ban.
You were this close. You were so close. The ban ends up getting you though.
To my defense, I was doing research on TZY, so I wasn't watching the ban. Oh my god, not again. Come on. Oh. They were the team that did this, right? The last time, the offlane Tuskar.
Yeah, and it is the offlane Tusk.
But that game was... I remember that game, he was so useless that game. It was Tusk and what was the other hero? Snapfire.
And we talked about how it could have, like, I feel like we could have made it better with the
Shredder.
tag team.
Yeah, the little shredder tag team, yeah.
Never happened. Never ever happened.
And it should have, you know?
We talked about it every time they pick it, but they never ever do it. They pick this the Tusk Shredder and Snapfire like I think three games, and they never did it even one time. Boring, Ocean. Boring.
They just don't want us to, you know, have a good time with the Tusk. I like it as the 4. I feel like we've seen it a couple times that have looked decent, but
You mean the Tusk?
yeah, there have been a couple times in the 4 position, but when we've seen it in the 3, it just has not.
Off lane. It's like the off lane Spirit Breaker we saw yesterday. It's like you need to own your lane. So hard to make that hero work on the off lane. So let's see what are the possibilities of him owning the lane. He's laning with an Earthshaker and he's against what? Monkey? Shadow Demon? He's a melee hero? You know how that story ends, you know? Melee hero against Monkey.
They're sending 4 down here. They're looking for first blood. Fissure, tag team, Wraith Fire Blast, a lot of lockdown.
Oh no. Oh dear. Bkop already took this low ground to high ground shenanigans.
Take a knee, peasant.
30 seconds to battle.
So China is going top. So what's the lane? China and Tusk top. Shouldn't Chen be with Wraith King? I hope he's just picking up the rune.
They go towards the bounty rune, fade. It's got an arrow to throw, but won't do so. They'll still be able to pick up 2 bounty
waste your
runes.
mana. Don't waste the mana. So the SD Mirana is going to stay here to secure the lane of the first wave. I guess they were anticipating a Trillion? No. Tusk solo bot. Chen Earthshaker. Oh, he blocks the creep. So the creep is going to go into the tower. Right, so the next thing they need to do is they make sure that Daya can't pull this lane. Then the wave is going to be in front of the tower. Then the Monkey King is GG. He can't last hit. Where is the Shell Demon? He's still in mid lane. He needs to be at top right now.
It's taking Bkop a long time to get there. It's going to be a tri-lane over towards top. We'll see what they can do with this, though. SCCC under the tower still got 3 last hits. It wasn't like that ended up being too terrible for him with creeps under the tower. But now coming around, they look for Fame.
This and body block him. Surround. Warcraft 3 surround.
Didn't even look to do something with that. Now they'll send Fade over towards top to join them. But this gives them disruption as well as the arrow for a possibility. Maybe even want to wait till the balanced strike is available. But now he's been spotted. Ooh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Certainly not great to be caught out like that.
Oh, this lane, I think Monkey King is quite uncomfortable. He doesn't want to be in a try versus try, but they don't have a choice. They don't really want to be at bottom. The supports doesn't really help much. So this is the situation that they're stuck in. Shadow Demon would much rather have Shadow Poison in this scenario. He took the disruption way too early. That's why I always hold on to your skill point till the last second. Yeah? Till you know what you need. Do not use your skill point preemptively. Loses you the lane.
You can thank me later, Ben.
Hold the skill point. Is that my guide to MMR today?
I don't know what heroes you like to play in pubs, so that might not affect you. It only works for a few heroes.
Yeah, I feel like
Actually,
there's certainly some.
it should be a practice that you have all the time. You know, it should be a habit that you always hold a skill point regardless. Whether your hero is definitely gonna like Earthshaker, right? You're gonna take Fission no matter what, except for these kinds of heroes.
I usually do hold my skill point till I know what my lane is. That's been my
There you go. A good habit to have.
yeah.
You'll be surprised how many players don't have this habit.
Or people who expect me to skill, you know, like why isn't telekinesis skilled? Like we talked about this, like with Rubik, like why isn't telekinesis skilled immediately? Like what are you doing? And it's like, well, because one, I'm probably not gonna skill that, and two, I'm gonna wait and see what I'm up against.
You should just skill Fate Bolt regardless, because you don't want to be baited into taking Lift. Alright, Rihanna gets the Chen creep. That's one way of dealing with the creeps. The arrow. Shaker so far doesn't really want to be at top anymore, so the lane is at a fine spot for the Brave King to farm. So he's trying to look for rotations, especially when the Shadow Fiend has level. That will be easy for them to kill. Oh, never mind. They're going for him right now. He doesn't have boots. Shaker has boots. Can they find the fissure? Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Very, very nice. Well played.
And TP's
Well
back to mid.
played. Using the fog there to his advantage.
Look
That's
at the-
something as well. Sorry.
I was gonna say, look at the CS of the XSS compared to this Tusk, just obliterating him in CS.
I mean, you're a Tusk. What are you supposed to do to get last hits? You can't throw shots all the time. Download and just use the Atrophy aura damage and the Firestorm. You're not going to be able to do much about that. Arrow. No setup, so pretty hard arrow to land. Shaker gets a fissure block. Shadow Fiend's level 5. He needs triple race to get this.
Spirit Siphon, and he's got an arrow in a second, so if he can predict where Fame's gonna go... He doesn't even throw it. I thought maybe he'd go to try and get that, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
it seemed like a path that the Fame was taking, which could lead to an easier arrow. So ward plays
Good
down
old
bottom.
catapult weights have arrived. I think the DP probably has more. He even took a more kill threat, and you can maybe pressure a tower if you get a kill here. Where are the supports? A demon, the Shadow Demon mid as well.
Currently sitting just top. He's only level 2. I mean, his experience right now is pretty low. So is the Earthshakers, to be fair.
Arrow, nice.
They got it on the Shadow Fiend. They have the damage. Good fissure. And now the snowball over with the Walrus Punch. TZY makes the rotation. The Spirit Siphon under the tower, though. This should lead to first blood for Ocean.
Then was first blood. I barely
It was still like a heavy rotation there by Radiant, bringing 4 heroes to middle lane. So look at bot lane. He's gonna take a hammering. I mean, there you can see there the DP didn't really want to go in. He didn't really want to come in. He knows that it might be very dangerous. But at the end of the day, I felt like it was still reasonable for Dire, even though they lost Summit to first blood. The other 2 lanes are getting a lot.
Dire's middle tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Fiend has teleported bot as a result of that. And this Underlord is having such a great game here. And we saw in the previous few series like how when you get a very farmed off lane, it does affect the game by a huge margin. Because you're able to push down towers and be a beefcake in front. Like, that's a particular on Centaur. When Centaur gets this good of a start. Not so much on.
Good move there by SCCC. Recognizes the rotations coming in, had the ward there as well.
Bottom tower is under
And,
If they,
you know,
do they want to defend the top lane? That's the question. If they want to defend the top lane,
Radiant's
Underlord should go.
fortified. Radiant's
He doesn't have his
bottom tower
Dark Rift
is
yet.
under attack.
Well, this tower's full HP though. Never mind. I think it's already too late. So they're gonna be happy with the exchange.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Shadow Demon and Mirana are trying to set up something in middle lane, but as there are wards on both ends of the team, scouting at everyone's movement.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, not much happening for now.
It's
Just
pretty interesting. Just 1-0, 2,000 net worth lead so far for Team Aster. Very good
and
job.
they're just doing way better in the lanes. Way better. I can't really fault the Tusk though. Like the matchup itself is, I mean, it's a very hard matchup though. You look at the difference in the network. The lead that Dire has right now is mainly on this Underlord against the Tusk. That's the main source of the lead.
He's got 4,300 net worth right now. He's going into the Rod of Atos. We've seen this with a couple of Underlords. And they should be able to get the kill here on TZY. Has Snowball to use to extend his life, but maybe not just extend it. Maybe get the kill, but the double leap. One more right click coming in from Fade. Not enough. Now the shards, but Bkop with the Shadow Poison to get the kill.
Is under attack.
Nice attempt to dodge the gang, but to no avail. So Monkey King is going into Echo Saber. He's farming. He's having a good time farming at bottom. So outpost is going to be happening soon. Radiant wants to secure the bottom one. Let's see if Dire can make any plan. I think they should just run bot and fight here. Maybe do a smoke if they have a smoke.
Monkey King getting
They should look to
the,
contest.
Monkey King getting that broom handle. Like he needs any more
Radiant's
attack
middle tower
range.
is under attack.
That's the perfect item for early game.
And they're rotating
Here
bottom.
we go. That's moving bot. Don't think they have enough time for the outpost. Probably just a bounty.
Balance strike. They look over at the Chen. XMY taken out very quickly. They're going to look to get this outpost at the last second from the low ground, but that is a tough one to really lock down and secure.
His middle tower
They do get one outpost, but not two. Spirit Siphon on TZY forces him back.
Nope. The Wraith King skeletons gonna finish off the tower. Thank you very much. Oh, that is a big tower for them to get as Radiant. So far so good still for the Radiant despite not doing so well on the lanes. Wraith King is top of the net worth chart after securing that 1k gold to his relic.
Got it.
This is some great farming from Ola. We talked about how good of the game was for the Underlord to start, but he's kind of slowed down a little bit. And to catch up, it's the Wraith King. He's going into that Radiance, and he's very close to that Sacred Relic just 11 minutes in.
He's fat, really fat, and his team is doing a good job defending towers and trying to make space for him to farm. I mean, right now they just need to hold. If they can hold this tower, this area, like make sure the map is always like this. The Wraith King is going to be able to get Radiant, say like 14-15 minutes easily.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dire is going to try to push for this tower. The mid tower is very low right now. Don't think Radiant feels the need to defend it. It's not worth to risk your own lives to defend a tower that has no HP. But so far so good. You know, Brave King is getting towards his Radiance. This is what the Radiant team wants right now.
And at some point, if you're the Dire, you need to really figure out how you're going to stop him.
Oh, they're not really in a rush, so they have pretty strong late game. Monkey King that put Underlord. And Shadow Demon against a Radiance Wraith King. That's great. More illusions of you. Thank you very much. Radiance. Like, both teams are very contented sitting back and farming. Like nobody feels like, okay, if I don't do this before 25 minutes, I'm gonna lose. Nobody feels like this right now. Both teams have very good late game. So we're gonna see like a game that doesn't really have much kills right now. They're just gonna be Look at this line. Both teams are trying to extend their lines so you get more farm. That's what they're trying to do and use the support to break the smoke. For Radiant, the timing is not just about the Radiance on the Skeleton King, Wraith King. You want to get a lot more items on him. Maybe your Blink, your AC.
Snowball bottom as well as the Walrus Punch to land the fissure. Balance Strike comes in. There's the Moonlight Shadow, but he's been hit by the dust. Can they rotate quickly enough? It doesn't look like it. And Echo Slam, whoa, Echo Slam gets committed, and that was to a 1 health Shadow Fiend. This could be a big problem now for Ocean, because they're going to lose this Shadow Fiend and potentially more. Looking for the TPing out Fame, won't find him. Right, disruption, but
404 on the Monkey King. He probably would have lived. He had some time there to cast his 3 dance after the stun. Oh dear. Oh boy. I mean, this is the first time I've seen 404 on Monkey King. I've never seen 404.
we saw the 114, but not the 404. That is pretty greedy.
It's a crime to do this skill build. A Dota crime. Dota police is gonna come at you midnight when you do some skill build like this.
They don't even knock at the door, they just come in. And there's the Yules from Xuan. Balance Strike, Pit of Malice. Locks him up. And an easy kill there on a TZY. They'll grab another. And the Glyph also came out, so let's see how much they're willing to pressure this bottom tier too. They could keep XSS here to keep the pressure on.
They should look to go top for the Bountyrians. These Wraith King Skeletons are doing too much damage in the tower. They have to deal with it. And maybe make a smoke to come here. With the Shadow Demon, Mirana, and DP. And Monkey King can TP after.
Is under attack.
He don't have a smoke. Nope. Mirana has 4 stuff. He's farmed. Why does Mirana always feel this so farmed in the game? No matter how the game looks. A hero is always fat. This is airing creeps, getting kills. This makes me want to play Mirana.
I said that earlier tonight too. Kaka playing the Mirana made me want to play him. So there's the Radiance finished. So Radiance finished about a minute off the mark that you said it might come out, but still a pretty good Radiance so nonetheless. And now the blink forward, they've got the arrow disruption trying to save this Death Prophet, and the Echo Slam doesn't really feel that strong, but they still get the kill onto the Death Prophet regardless. So now the dust is out on the Moonlight Shadowed heroes. XSS on the run. A lot of Atos comes in on a TZY, and no follow up there from Aster.
Not the best combo. He blinked in and he realized his echo was on cooldown. Initially, it was 1 second more off cooldown. Raiden is gonna try to get Roche with that Death. Should have no problems with it. Tag team, but Daya wants to contest it despite not having DP. Let's see if Raiden can get a fight.
They'll have Death Prophet in 10 seconds. Disruption comes in, so that'll extend this as the Requiem flies through. Monkey King taking a lot of damage. They get the Kona Bkop, but the Force Staff coming out from Fate with the Balance Strike and the Pit of Malice. And the God use Silence on the 3. They look over at the Wraith King to get this first kill. Now what else do they have? Wukong's command comes in. The shards are out, but it doesn't block XSS. They get a second kill here on Ola and take out the Wraith King for 45. They're gonna move in a rush.
More, though? They're trying to get Roche. This could be risky. I'm not very sure about this. Let's see if Raiden can try to do something here. But that Prophet ultimate is gonna run out. This is not gonna be fast enough. It's way too slow. There's no way this.
Whoa, Death Prophet!
Alright. That was way too risky. And you could even see like that really wanting to go in, except for the DP. Like, they know that it's not gonna be enough damage. Now, Radiant is gonna give thanks to Daya for helping them do Roche to half. Let's see if they try to be greedy with it. They definitely have a lot of Roche potential with the tag team and the Shadow Fiend.
pit. Fissure blocking the stairs. XSS. He is in no man's land, but the arrow coming in on TZY. They've got Death Prophet in 4. Raises come in, but the Balance Strike is out on the 2. They get the kill onto the Tusk. They look for more. Wraith King now in trouble, and he does not have the reincarnation, so another 2 kills there for Aster. This is sloppy.
Yep, very, very sloppy from both teams. That's going to set back the Wraith King a lot. He had a great game, but now... I mean, he's still having a very good game. He's still fat. But his timing is going to be not as good as before. I mean, like I said, he's not as strong as he thinks, even with the Radiance. He needs to continue scaling, keep farming with the skeletons, push out waves. You need to get to the point where you have AC. AC is very, very important for the Wraith King. It's because of the DP and the Monkey King. Even if you have to give up the aura to the Shadow Demon, you need to buy AC here. Then they should have a Vlad's as well. Somebody should buy Vlad's. Probably a Chen or the Tusk. They just need to stack armor. Outlast the Dire. And right now for Dire, what are they waiting for? BKB on DP?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's gonna be a while.
Yep. How about Monkey King? He's getting a Desolator first. Echo Saber Desolator into the BKB. Miss the arrow.
Got the rod, and now Requiem, but the silence. Now the Echo Slam comes in from Fame. They'll have the damage to take out Bkop, but they lose the Shadow Fiend very early on in this fight. Yule's coming through onto the Tusk Balance Strike as he slams onto the ground, and they've gotten themselves a second kill. They might even have another +1.
This is what the Wraith King is doing now is good. He doesn't even bother to come to the fight despite having reincarnation. And he needs to just make use of all the space that his team is making. Try to get more items. And Earthshaker's trying to look for a steal here.
And he's got it!
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Well
Set
done.
up perfectly.
The Tornado giving them the vision.
Perfect play there from Fame. I mean, he's going to lose both his lives, but take that Aegis away. Successful.
Almost perfect. If he even gotten the Roshan last hit, then that would have been perfect. But still a big win for Raiden. Shadow Fiend still needs to farm his BKB.
For the treasury.
Not only the AC, Wraith King needs the AC. He probably needs a gap closing item, like maybe BKB even. Like he needs a lot of items this game, like a lot of items. Raiden should be looking to stall the game as much as they can. Play with the creep race. I'm not sure what this Tusk is supposed to do in this kind of just pushing up creep base. Hope for your level 15 talent. Snowball damage. Oh, I didn't realize you have a really good level 10 talent. Plus 0.5 seconds Warrior's Punch stun duration. That was what replaced the gold talent.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but that Snowball one is certainly some good damage. And TZY, I mean, he's got to find a way to feel effective in this game too, because he's just, him and the Shadow Fiend at times have just been ripped out of these fights very quickly.
The Shadow Fiend needs a BKB before he wants to do anything. Our Wraith King is coming in for a fight. Monkey King is in trouble. No detection.
Snowball comes through now. The dust. He needs to find a
He's
way
not
out
planning
of here.
He was not planning to save him.
Oh.
What the heck? He had more than enough time to dark rip him out. He just says bye to him. Yeah, this guy is not gonna pay my Uber fees. No thank. He was running away ever since here when he was caught here. He didn't even think that he would survive. He never even tried.
Sounds like a report.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
for
is
sure. Like, SCCC is saying to him, "Why are you giving up on me? I never gave up on you."
It's another big
Don't
kill.
worry.
I mean, he was on his way to his BKB.
I will not give up on you, Ben. I'll make
Please.
sure I'll stay with you till the end.
I hope so. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. On two different sides of the map, they're smoked up here on Aster. They're gonna look to cross through mid. I mean, they are searching for something to the point where they even scan within their own jungle, but that's not gonna land on anybody. Not certain this smoke is going anywhere quick. BKB here for the Wraith King. It looked like he was building into the Armwood. I believe he swapped that out, went to the BKB, and now going into the AC.
I mean, with this BKB, he doesn't even. I don't know. I don't like getting a BKB so early this time. Because if the BKB allows you to fight, yes, sure, go ahead. But the BKB doesn't allow him to fight. He has no armor. He dies.
A lot of Atos coming through onto the Shadow Fiend. They land the arrow. With the silence, they get the quick kill. That was a great move. And I don't think
nice
it was
start,
one the
Reef.
Shadow Fiend was expecting, because they took the outpost and dark rifted down bottom.
That was a fake ground move earlier. He did the same move to get a kill on the core. Well done. So they're gonna be pressuring this tower as well. Can Radiant gonna exchange here? Probably not with their heroes. Or Wraith King finds illusion. That's probably 200-300 gold, even 400 gold if he can use illusions to clear waves. That's a lot of money.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Get that tower for free. They don't use Exorcism. They hold on to that. And, I mean, Roche is still a long ways out. See what Aster want to do to make a move somewhere. As we take a look, got Yule's 4 staff for this Mirana. Mirana is so farmed, has more gold than this Tusk.
Not the first time we've seen this. Mirana is always fat every game. Shadow Fiend remembers I died here the last time. I went past the line. Let's go back.
Yes.
Lesson learned.
And fool me once, but fool me twice, and my team's gonna be upset. However,
Oh, he didn't take the GPM talent. He took his 15 strength. Come on.
Radiant are scanning.
I do not.
yeah, was
recommend-
something we talked about too. The 30 skeletons damage. I mean, we saw Wraith King just destroying heroes with that. Now, Wraith King, well, okay. Tusk blinked in. He wanted to use a snowball, I think, to maybe save this first life. However, he's still able to hold on to it regardless.
I think it's not mainly for killing heroes. It's mainly for killing buildings. Because the way you play Red Kings, like you always drop your skeletons before you TP to the fight, pushing one lane. So it's essentially like I remember March told me he tried
playing with the talent and without the talent. He says he always gets like what 500-600 extra gold after getting the talent whenever he releases the sky.
Oh, Dark Rift.
Round 2.
They've come bottom. They want to fight. They've got the balance strike. They look over at the Chen. They clean them up immediately. Now they'll look for more. They've got the Yules out onto the Shadow Fiend.
Back.
Pin of Malice comes in. The Walrus Punch out from TZY, but they've got the Disruption to save the life of this Mirana. A lot of damage onto the Tusk. They'll get the second kill. The Echo Slam comes in, takes out SCCC immediately. All with the BKB. Spirit Siphon keeping Xuan pretty healthy, but the Wraith Fire Blast is there as well as the Requiem. They get the kill into the Death Prophet, and now this is looking really good for Ocean. Pin of Malice slows down Olaf for a moment.
Yep, the DD there making a huge difference.
Great shards. But Bkop may have been able to pull TZY in too far. They stack the lockdown and they don't actually hit the arrow.
get the tower. Get back.
Dire's bottom tower
AC is completed on the...
Dire's
Yeah, I didn't even feel like he really needed that Bkop in the fight.
Dire's structures are
But whatever. He's going for a Bastionix.
top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Arrow, long
Oh,
duration
yeah.
on the Shadow Fiend.
They are very, very scary right now with the Shadow Fiend minus armor and the Assault Cure. I mean, the DP just dies. She didn't have any armor items. She just have a... Oh, never mind, she has a plate mill right now. Monkey King doesn't have armor items, so he needs to fight inside the Wukong's command for that extra armor. He's gonna have his BKB right now. This game is it's gonna be very, very interesting right now. Both teams are hitting their item timings, and once that happens, it's going to be about the positioning, how they're taking the fights, the execution like we always talk about. Are you going to chase low ground to high ground again, make the same mistake and die again?
scanning.
And how are you going to use your vision to your advantage?
See what they're able to accomplish here for Aster, but he doesn't take the skeleton damage, but he takes the 2 times skeleton spawn.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, right? Tell me that doesn't make sense.
Why? Why? What's the point?
Maybe he misclicked. Because you will always get the plus 30 damage, always, most of the time, like 90% of the time. I think the 15 strength is way inferior to the 30 damage.
Arrow hits onto this Wraith King. Look at Fame. He's setting up. It's right there for him. Once he's ready, Blink
Nice.
is ready to go, but the
Nice.
BKB comes in from SCCC as well as Xuan. They go after TZY. They've got the silence with the exorcism, and they will get the kill there onto the Tusk.
Very, very good disengage. That's the moment they realize the exorcism has been popped, but Tusk gave his life to save the Wraith King. No buy, so he uses his buyback previously. Let's see if Dyer can still fight. Wraith King is back. He has ultimate. Let's go. It's gonna be
Fissure.
nice.
And holding the Requiem for now. Finally blows it off, and now let's see what they can follow up with. They've got the Wukong's command coming in from SCCC. The disruption is there. XSS needs to find a way out of the pit, or does he? They get the first life out of the hands of the Wraith King. They will go over to ZC, and they still haven't gotten the kill on XSS as he's able to be forced out of the pit.
Oh, they're
Now they
getting
work
Roche.
on Roche. Balance Strike comes in, and Aegis is picked up by Ola, so this does not go well right now for the Dire, and they're going to lose Fade. They don't even get the kill onto the Roche.
Yep. A really, really good play there about Ocean. They're just like delaying, they're posturing, they're poking and prodding. They're not really committing until the Wraith King was near. He was here. And then they went in. The Shadow Fiend used his fear from the ultimate. And everything was perfect. And great fissure as well from Fame in the last fight. It's great plays overall.
Now they'll go to the high ground.
Oh, you have to kill this guy
Oh,
4
wow.
times over, yeah?
That was
One down.
very fast. They still have Echo Slam, and that's going to come out immediately. But now they've used the Moonlight Shadow. Can they keep up with these heroes on the side of Aster? They've got SCCC low.
detection!
But yeah, the lack of detection keeps them alive. They look over the Shadow Fiend. They've got the arrow out onto the Wraith King. They already took out his... They actually took out just his reincarnation. They haven't taken out the Aegis.
Oh, he's gonna
Got
have
the Yules.
reincarnation in 15 seconds. Good luck killing him again.
40 seconds. That's a short cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Wait till you get Octarine. Quickening Charm.
Dire's middle tower is under
Arcane.
Unbalanced.
Aha. 7-second delay.
has been denied.
This hero is fun when you have 6 items. It's going for the Bastionix, going for more lockdown. I'm actually quite surprised how TZY is actually legit useful in the team fights. I never useful.
Invisibility.
He was able to like disable the Monkey King through BKB. That the duration, you know, the stun duration is actually something.
And what is it? It's... So the stun duration just...
So it's 1.5 second airtime. So
Okay.
it goes from 1 second to 1.
Alright, I wasn't sure just because it said airtime.
Yeah.
One of
Dota 2 for you.
out onto Ola, but they've got the Walrus Punch out as well as the Force Staff. I believe that was a Force Staff from Fade. Yeah, trying to get Xuan out of harm's way. They'll try to get the first life out of the hands of the Wraith King, but I feel like he was running forward to try and die. BKB's been popped, but will this help him enough as the Requiem comes in and fears off Xuan as well as XSS? Got the Pit of Malice. Do they have the damage to get the Aegis out of his hands? No, they don't.
Oh,
so
don't chase up the high ground. Don't chase up the high ground. Don't. This is your grave if you chase up the high ground.
Reincarnation off cooldown in 15 seconds again.
So now do you want to play Wave King or Mirana Mall? Tell me.
I definitely do. Except I would take the
Still
30
right.
skeleton damage. Pit of Malice, Arrow. Can they finally get the Aegis out of his hands? I mean, they've got him low for the first time, and Reincarnation will be popped. They now have a 40-second timer on whether or not they can get him out of that Aegis. Snowball down to XSS. The silence out on Ola. They've popped the Jingu. They're looking for the Pit of Malice that lands onto two of these heroes. With the Firestorm and the silence, look at that damage on a Bkop. So much damage so quickly. They get the kill to the Shadow Team. They pop the BKB as well as the Exorcism. So now they're trying to turn this around. But SCCC knocked out with a strong right hook. He gets taken out of the fight. Down goes the Death Prophet. This is looking like Ocean are going to take this game. I mean, Aster looks so lost. They're going to lose Bkop. I don't know how you defend against this team high grounding you right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Don't think they have any way of defending. There's no buybacks on the two cores. The Underlord and the TP.
Dire's middle tower.
Straight
This is
tier
this game.
4s.
In this game.
SCCC, he'll buy back to try and defend. I'm not certain he has a chance. Yeah, he won't even defend. GG is called. Ocean. They win the game, and they take the first one off Aster.
They lost though. Like, they are not really playing in sync with each other. I think apart from the pit lord, everyone else is not really playing that well. The two among the cores. They're not on the same page.
They had such a good start too, and they were up 4,000 net worth very early on. But
Yeah, the rush fight. I mean, the two Underlord ultimates to the bot lane to pick off heroes were really good. But then after that, they didn't seem to know how to win the game, you know. They felt like they needed to contest the Roche, but... Oh yeah, I remember the first time. They won a fight. I think they got a pick off. And then the Death Prophet went to Roche. And I remember I was telling you, there's no way this works. I can even tell there's no way they can kill the Roshan. His teammates were like half-ass, like trying to go in, but didn't really think that they would finish the Roche. And in the end, he went in and he died to a fissure and what double race, and he just died in the Roche pit. And that gave Radiant the free Roshan.
yeah, that was questionable for sure.
Yeah, there was literally no way I felt like they could have gotten the Roche. Like, it was not even close. It was a big blunder at that point. Because like you said, they were 4k go ahead. They did that blunder. And they lost the Roshan. And when they lost the Roshan, the game became really hard. Because the Aegis gave the Radiant team a lot of time to farm. And fight as well.
I'm not certain what Aster were doing at times in that game, but Ocean take the victory, and they're up 1-0. We'll see if they can win their first series. 2-0 Aster, or even, maybe 2-1 a little later down the line if Aster take the game, but we'll see. Can Ocean win the first series? Find out next. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay right there.